Yo, what is up guys? New video. We're currently in Johannesburg right now. I don't know where we're at, but I think we're in Midrand. If you're from Johannesburg, do you know this place? There's like KFC right there. Well, Wimpy and Debonair's and Steers. And then this side there's like apartments and stuff. So that's where I'm currently at. I'm gonna be driving from here to Mpumalanga. Two things I want here. One, get the lowest fuel consumption as possible. Two, drive in one full tank all the way to Mpumalanga. That's what I'm trying to aim for. And if we are successful, you'll see at the end of the video. But right now, I'm currently on about 600 kilometers of range. You can see on the car, I have 600 kilometers of range. The 1004 is the one that I did yesterday, all the way from Cape Town to Johannesburg. So today, I need to do all the way from Johannesburg to Mbombela, specifically Ligazi Nelspruit. We'll see how that goes. But I want to show you a quick look of the outside. I've traveled with the car from Cape Town to Johannesburg, where I'm currently at right now, but still looks pretty clean. Let me just show you. For the amount of kilometers that I traveled, it still looks pretty clean. Nothing is really out of the ordinary. Everything is still fine, so we're gonna move from here all the way to there. We should be fine though. Still alone. If my wife is watching this, please hurry up, because yeah, I'm tired of doing these drives alone. But yeah, we're gonna continue all the way to Nelspruit right now. Let's go. So right now we are on our way. The first stop is Alzu, Total Energies. I just want to see some animals. No judgments in the comment section. So that's where we're gonna be. It's an hour 40 minutes away, which is 194 k's. Should be fine. We should be fine. So that's where I'm gonna go first. I'll try getting scenic views along the way, just so I make the video interesting. But main priority, get the lowest fuel consumption on a Polo GTI and see how far we can land. Right now, but look at the numbers. We're on 5.1 liters per 100. I know it's early. I'm cruising right now at 120 because that's what the speed limit is. It's 120. But no, I didn't expect this. And the range was at 600. Now the range is on 620. This might come as a surprise to others, but not to me, because I felt like the Polo could do it. But just about 100 kilometers outside of Johannesburg, I was able to reach 690 kilometers of range on a Polo GTI. Guys, this is a 2.0 liter, 147 kilowatts monster. But it was able to reach 690 kilometers of range with a fuel consumption of just about 4.8. And you probably think that's the best it could do. Well,
Actually, how many people can say that have gotten a range of 700 on a Polo GTI, let alone a fuel consumption of just 4.9 liters to the 100 kilometers? This just shows that the GTI is capable. We left Johannesburg at 600 kilometers, but we are now at 700 kilometers just by cruising at 120 kilometers an hour. And yeah, I think it's a good thing to highlight that even though the monster of a GTI, it can reach those fuel consumption levels, it's still a good thing to highlight in its class. Compared to the Swift Sport as well, which is claimed at 6.1, I'm sure you can drag more out of it, but for the Polo GTI at 2 liters to reach that, it's amazing. And you probably think that was the end. Think again. And that's not the best range I managed to squeeze out of this car. You'll see that a bit sooner in the video, but I want to talk about the fuel consumption. It seems like the Polo GTI at 120 kilometers, it will only hover around 4.9 and 4.8 liters to the 100 kilometers, and maybe 5. So that's the best I could get out of this car when it came to fuel consumption. But let's continue our drive to Alzu.
Yeah, so we're at Alzu. Well, I'm at Alzu right now. We had 730 kilometers range. For the 2 hours we've traveled, we've done 193 kilometers, 96 kilometers per hour in average speed. I don't know how that is calculated, by the way. If someone knows, please let me know in the comment section, because I was cruising, literally I was cruising for those entire 2 hours. Maybe for 30 minutes I wasn't cruising, but those entire 2 hours I was cruising at 120 kilometers. I don't know how that is calculated. I think it's wrong, but my average fuel consumption is 4.8 from Johannesburg to Alzu Plaza. So right now I'm right here in Alzu. Well, not right there, but there it is right there, and I'm with my car over here. I think I'm gonna grab something to eat right now, maybe KFC, because I see there's KFC there. I'm just gonna grab KFC and then I'll continue with the journey. But the car's been driving nice, everything is fine. There's still a long way to go.
You know, I can fairly say I have traveled a lot in South Africa and I haven't seen a rest stop like Alzu. Most rest stops is just the garage, the quick shop, and that's it. Alzu is like this place where you can go have fun, but then at the same time you're in a rush to go wherever you're going. It's always full. It has mostly everything you need. It even has animals, guys. Like, what are we doing?
You know, that's how you know you're back in Mpumalanga, because what do you mean there is like a full-on zoo right here? There's rhinos, there's zebras. Guys, if you know in the comment section, what is this? Is it a kudu? I think so. But I see buffaloes as well. I see springboks as well. Those are springboks, ne? Those are not springboks. I see ostriches. Oh, this is nice, man. Like, what?
So My final mission at this point was to make it to Mpumalanga, which is home, with the best fuel consumption, with the best range as possible. But if you know Mpumalanga, you know that there's a lot of trucks on the road. Roads are still being fixed. Nje kuningi. So I'll show you how much I came up with at the end of this video. Shout out to each and every one of you. We recently reached 6,000 subscribers. I know I haven't been active, guys. My apologies. I've been busy with some stuff, but the ball is rolling again and more content is coming your way. So thumbs up to everyone who has been watching. Anyone who hasn't subscribed, please subscribe. You can share the video on WhatsApp. You can share the video on Facebook so that we can continue growing, guys. Much love from me. And let's continue with the video. After a lot of trucks going 80 kilometers an hour with only one lane, I finally made it to my hometown, which is in Mbombela. The first thing that I needed to see, guys, was the Mbombela Stadium because it's been a while since I've seen it. And I'm gonna show you the figures right now.
And we are in Mpumalanga. 341 km from Johannesburg. I drove with the speed limit. That's why I got so late, guys. We are at 550 kilometers of range. But on the side, you would see that 2 bars are gone. Normally, when I drive the car, it would mean I'm left with around 390 kilometers when I drive the car normally. That's including speed bumps, speed stop lights, and all of those stuff, like regular stuff on urban areas. That's what accounts for. So once I start getting into where I'm going, where is home, which is like a Lokshin urban kind of area, that range will drastically go down. But we've made it to Mbombela. Let's check the stats. So after 341 kilometers, I've only averaged 84. Also, I already said I don't know what that means. And then I've averaged 4.8 liters to the 100. We did go as low as 4.6 at one point. The lowest I got was 4.5. 4.5 or 4.6, between those two. That's the lowest I got. And I drove for 4 hours. When I left Johannesburg or Midrand, the estimated time was around 3 hours 14 minutes or 3 hours 20 something minutes. So you can attest to that because I only stopped at Alzu for like maybe 20 minutes, if not 30. And we made it in 4 hours 4 minutes, which was an amazing trip.
And that is the whole journey, guys. At this point, I was at Ilanga Mall. The best range I got out of the car was 780 kilometers, and the best fuel consumption, which I didn't get off camera, was 4.5. But I have to say that was when I was driving around 80 kilometers an hour, which is understandable. Once I got to 120 kilometers, it dropped off to 4.8, 4.9. So that is the fuel consumption that I got out of this car, which is very, very capable for a 2-liter 147 kilowatt car. So this is where the video ends. I needed to go get some real food because I've been in Cape Town for a long time. Burgers aren't my thing, guys. So I immediately had to get real food. But until the next one, it's love and peace.